The annual NCAA convention was held last week to discuss some of the pressing issues in intercollegiate athletics. We caught up with the America East Commissioner, Amy Hachthausen, and the recently elected Vice Chair of Division I SAC, Curtis Schickner, to hear about their roles at the convention.
The NCAA convention's been held for over 100 years, and they've had some special conventions even in between those. So it's one of the biggest events of the NCAA as an organization. All three divisions are there. I'm a member of the Leadership Council representing the America East Conference, so our Leadership Council had a meeting there. It's one of our, I think, one of three meetings that we have every year, and we talk about the issues that are going on in Division I athletics. America East is represented by our representative from National SAC, which right now is Curtis Schickner from UMBC, who's a baseball student athlete. Each conference has one student athlete representative on the National SAC, and they meet at the convention.
That has been a really cool opportunity where I've been able to meet other student athletes from across the country. There's 31 Division I conferences that sponsor more than one Division I sport. So there's 30 other reps on the committee, and we meet a few times a year to discuss all of the issues that affect student athletes.
They have a really unique opportunity to meet with the Legislative Council, the Leadership Council, and the Board of Directors. There's a really big role that the National Student Athlete Advisory Committee can play at convention.
The opportunity to serve as vice chair of the committee is another great opportunity. The administration in our conference has been tremendous. The communication with our athletic directors, with the commissioner, and with the presidents of the conference is great. I feel a lot of support for them, and I think the support that I get from the administrators and the support that I get from the student athletes really helps me in my service as a representative on National SAC. It keeps me informed, and I'm able to let the rest of the committee know the opinions of our conference.
Certainly student athlete well-being is at the forefront and should be at everything that we do, and I think the proactive nature President Emmert's taking is absolutely the right direction. A lot of activity that happened at the convention, particularly on the last day of convention on Saturday, when the Board of Directors took a lot of action relative to the recommendations on financial aid and multi-year grants and miscellaneous expense allowance, and then also heard updates from the other presidential working groups. It set the stage for a lot more decision-making and issues to be discussed at their April meeting, and so over the next few months, the whole membership will be really engaged and be busy on trying to understand the direction of those working groups and try to offer their input as best as they can.